So when I was first getting started, it was a really big problem for me when I would outreach and I was doing the work, I was doing the daily inputs, and I was getting responses as well. I was getting people in the pipeline, and it was really demotivating to see that common response, which was, have you done this for anybody else? Can I see your past work? And then when you try to explain to them and bullshit and be like, oh yeah, well, you're my first client, so I'm gonna work really hard for you. And then they just ghost you, and you follow up again, you follow up again, you follow up again, and they just keep ghosting you, and then they say no thanks. Because you've put in all the inputs, you've done everything on your side, and then just because you don't have a client, it's literally impossible. It's not even hard, it's literally impossible to get your first client, and it feels really demotivating. But there are solutions around it, and I'm going to show you how I got my first 3 clients without social proof, without a website, without any kind of past work or past clients or credibility. In fact, I was a 16-year-old who had 3 clients, entrepreneurs in Miami or something, no social proof or anything. I'm going to show you exactly how I got them. So the first thing is you're just gonna have to send out free work. I know it sounds hard, you're like, oh, but what if they don't see it? I've told some of my editors have messaged me saying, how do I build an agency like you? I wanna be an agency, I don't wanna be an editor anymore. I said, just start sending free work. And then they sent me like a whole last paragraph. Oh, what if they don't see it? It's a hassle, you've got leverage and I don't have leverage, I have to do all the work myself, blah, blah. When I started as well, I had to do all of the editing, all of the like script writing, I still do all the script writing myself. But for you, like, you just have to accept the fact that it's not going to be perfect when you start off, and you just have to keep sending out that free work. Over time, it will get more perfect as you start getting more experience, and the free work that you send out will actually be really competent, and they'll see this. And then when they see the free work, it automatically builds up trust. This is all social proof is. All a testimonial is, and all a case study is building up trust that you can actually get results. When you give them free work, so for me, I run a YouTube agency, I send them a free YouTube script, like, which is the first step of work. Like, if they were to work with me, it's the first step, it's the first deliverable. And then they see that I'm competent and that I know how to write. I speak very good English. I attach my website at the top so that they can see my offer. Then they see my social proof, and then they know I get results. For you, just send free work. If you're like an editor, for example, or you want to start a short form editing agency, for example, just send them a free short form video. I used to do this myself. The first client I landed, the very first client I landed, Alvaro Nunez, who's an 8-figure entrepreneur in Miami, real estate entrepreneur in Miami. I sent him a free video that I took like 2 hours to edit myself in the garden. I spent like 2 hours editing it. I sent it to him on Telegram. And then from there, he connected me to his marketing manager, and I got like 2 more clients by referrals. But that's all because I took the time to edit that video. That video wasn't even good. I'll put it on screen now.
Whatever it is that you do in life, attach yourself to a strong why, a purpose that goes beyond yourself, and you'll realize that along with a great preparation physically, once your mind and soul are aligned to it, you're gonna be able to do the impossible.
Wow, that is really powerful, and that applies to anyone in just about any area of their life.
It wasn't even good. It was like a pretty shit video, but just because he saw I was competent and I know how to edit and I can speak good English and I don't make spelling mistakes, then he connected me to his marketing manager. So when you start outreaching to people, send them free work up front, attach your website at the top, attach your offer or your YouTube video in the free work as well. Send them your offer in the outreach message, and then say at the bottom, like, let me know what you think, or is this the best place to send it, or reply, or I'm telling your mom, you clap when the plane lands. For example, like, I made that off the top of my head, but you can use anything that you want to use to get a response, to show off that you are competent and to show that you get a result without having social proof. Now, on a side note, never offer a discount. I mean, like, people think, oh yeah, I'm gonna send them free work, and then when they ask, do you have any past clients, say, no, but I want to do this on a discount. Never ever offer a discount, because trust me, that just makes you another price to the client. It doesn't make you like the guy, it doesn't make you the solution. You want to be the solution to a rich person's problem. You don't want to be a price to a solution, if that makes sense. You want to be known as the solution. You are the competent guy that gets a solution, instead of just the price that the guy feels like he has to pay in order to avoid the problem. You want to be the solution to their problem for the long term. So never offer a discount, never offer anything like that. Never offer free trials, nothing like that. Never reduce yourself. Respect yourself. That's the main thing. I talk about this in my other videos, but respect yourself. That's the main thing. Now, like I said, social proof is just mainly for building trust. So another way you can build trust is if you get results for yourself. For example, if I'm trying to sell a YouTube service, it would make 0 sense if I had no clients, I had no social proof, and as well, I wasn't posting YouTube content myself. then I've got no chance of landing a client. If at least I'm posting YouTube content myself and it's edited well, I speak well, I speak competently, the scripting is good, and like I know what I'm talking about, I actually deliver value to my prospects or to the leads, then that's when they're going to trust me. They think, this guy's doing it for himself, he can do it for me as well. At least he's got the skills. Because every rich person has been in your position. They know what it's like to have no clients. They know what it's like to have people like reject you point blank to your face. They know what it's like, so they're gonna give you a chance, especially like if you're young like me. If you're older, like I don't know if you have this advantage, but for me, like I build a personal connection with my clients because they see me as this ambitious guy that wants to become like them, and they feel like they're kind of like a mentor to me, or they're like a stepping stone in my stage to getting to the top because they see how ambitious I am, and that develops like another connection. But trust me, every rich person has been in your shoes, and they will, there's a wasp trying to get in, and they will like allow it. Basically, they're gonna allow it. They're not gonna like be closed-minded. That's the word. So do it for yourself. Send the free work. And also in terms of sales calls, so do it for yourself and send free work up front. Now that's what's going to get you an opportunity to get on a sales call or to be in the DMs. When you're trying to close as prospect and you've got no social proof and you've got no credibility, like first off, you need to just appear competent, because again, social proof just builds trust. If you can appear competent and you can appear smart and you can appear sharp and you're always online and you reply quickly and you respect their time, they're going to trust you because they trust that you can get a result. It doesn't matter if you haven't got any clients. They trust you, they trust your competence basically. So you need to clearly show your competence, and then also on a sales call and on like a DM or whatever, you need to clearly explain how you get results. For example, my YouTube sales funnel, it builds up authority by delivering value, and then also builds up your personal brand because the person spending more time, blah blah blah. It's all on my website, go check it out basically. But if you can clearly explain that to the viewer and also reference like big figures like Alex Hormozi, Iman Gadzhi, who are currently using whatever you're doing. For example, if you're doing short form editing, say like Alex Hormozi posts like 4 shorts a day or something like that. If you don't know who Alex Hormozi is, just search up. But he posts 4 shorts a day and he makes millions a month. And if you can explain how he gets a result and how you're planning to get a result as well, and when you speak you're confident and you make YouTube content and you make short form content yourself and it's competent as well, they're going to trust you the same amount as if you did it, actually not the same amount, but they're going to trust you enough to pay you the same way. It's got the same effect as if I did it for Alex Hormozi myself. Basically, if I did it for Alex Hormozi myself, I would just get a faster opportunity to get on a sales call, which is what I do. Like sometimes I see people comment on my clients' videos and I reach out to them, especially if they're like, for example, I have a client who teaches other people how to scale their agencies, and he's at like 200k a month right now. And there was one guy who's at like 50k a month in his comments and saying, this editing is amazing. So I reached out to him, and in the subject line of the email, I said YouTube, oh yeah, RE, so regarding, and then RE dot YouTube, and then in brackets, like, and then I put my client's name, and then that straight away got open and straight away got a response. And I haven't closed him yet, he's in the pipeline, but I think I'll close him. All because like, I have that social proof, because I put in the PS, I also edit for this guy, I saw your comment, haha, like that. So yeah, those are like the pretty much all of them. So free work up front, never offer a discount. Do the service for yourself in a competent way. On the sales call or in the DMs or in your website as well, or in your YouTube video or in the content you post yourself like on Instagram, explain clearly how you get a result. And then lastly, just show that you're competent, like speak clearly, speak fast, reply quickly. Develop your English skills if you're not from England or if you're not from English speaking country. And that's how you get, and just blast outreach, that's a given. Like blasting outreach is the #1 given that anybody knows. And if you're not blasting outreach, and you're not blasting outreach with free work because you're scared, you're not going to make it. But that's literally all it is to get clients when you don't have testimonials or past work. The hardest part of this is literally just getting the courage to send out outreach when you might not get a response. But trust me, when you just start getting into the motions of it, and you like create a new Google sheet and you start adding leads to it, and you start creating them free videos or free thumbnails or free scripts or whatever this, or like free ad creatives if you want to become an ad marketing agency, and you start learning the skill while you do it. That's a great thing about upfront work. You can learn the skill and you can become really good at the skill by doing it for free for people. And over time, like maybe the first 100 might not be that great. The 101 though, like, as you like, okay, I forgot to say this, but if you reach out to 100 people, you're likely to close 1 to 2. Over time, that'll increase to 3 to 4 to 5. Maximum is like 5 realistically. But if you're lucky, you might close, I don't know, 10 out of 50 prospects that you first reach out to. If you're not lucky, it might be like 1 out of the first 200 you reach out to. But either way, just keep blasting free outreach and eventually you will get a client. Even if you've got no testimonials, just by building up trust, by being competent, posting that content and all of that other stuff. So if you like this video, like, subscribe. Oh, this is so professional. Like, subscribe, comment, and let me know what else you want to see.